There is a website called randomanime.org, and when you go on the website, you are given one random anime to watch. So in this video, I'm going to be watching the first random anime that pops up and telling you if you should or shouldn't watch it. Huh. Well, it can't be that bad. Let's watch episode 1. Let's see how episode 1's look. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Spoilers ahead. Please keep that in mind. I will be going through every episode pretty much, and I will be spoiling some funny moments that I think are best to go in blind. Without further ado, Hensuki, should you watch it? Okay, I think the best way for me to explain to you what this anime is by walking you through the first episode. So let's just begin with our main character here. If you couldn't tell already from the hair, he is a harem protagonist, which means multiple girls like him. So pretty much the fantasy for every fucking weeb to ever exist. So the day starts very simple. Our main protagonist is having a good day with his sister, heading to school, to the school club, where you meet Big Titty Girl, Small Titty Girl, Redhead Girl, and also Sister. Those are the 4 girls in the show, at least in episode 1. There's also a lolly. The school club decides to, hey, let's clean up this room because it's a fucking mess because Big Titty Girl made a big ass mess. So everyone comes together, cleans up the room, and then the main protagonist says goodbye to everyone and comes back upstairs to put away the mop and stuff. And on the way to the room, this happens. And it was about at this moment, at exactly 2:30, you can see because I paused the video, my sister walks in on me, full panty shot, you know, and it's kind of hard to explain why you're watching a guy with panties in his hands at 2:30 a.m. So yeah, it was at that moment I decided to change my identity.
I lost something I couldn't live without. My identity.
So anyway, thanks for the pen.
No problem, honey.
So I called up my boy Leon and I said, yo.
Sir, we need to replace and fast.
And Leon says to me, they say, and now I'm even more gorgeous. Yes, this is now canon. So yes, the main protagonist finds a pair of panties and a love letter. So it becomes the search for Cinderella, as he calls it, for the missing panties to figure out which of the girls in the club like him. Meaning the main protagonist come to the same conclusion all at once. It can't be his sister, that one's just out of the equation because that would be gross. That would be gross. So that means 3 potential candidates for Cinderella: Big Titty Girl, Small Titty Girl, and Redhead. So the main protagonist and his friend come up with the idea like, hey, whoever was the last in the room had to leave the letter. Turns out Big Titty Sensei was the last one in the room, which means chances are high she's Cinderella, which means Big Titty Sensei could be the one. She could be the one. So he goes to find Big Titty Sensei, and he finds her out there with a stray dog, pretty much, and they have this little moment like, damn, she caked up, bro, random NPC 2 caked the fuck up. After some speculation, he decides, hey, I'm gonna ask her about her secret to see if she was the one that left the letter. She gets defensive and runs away from him. Eventually, he catches up to her, and she's like, will you accept me no matter what? He's like, yeah, and then she's like, meet me at the club room tomorrow. And I'm like, oh shit, this shit's gonna end today. This is the first episode, and it's ending like on a hot note. Oh boy. So he goes into the room, and I'm waiting for the confession, and huh? Yeah, that's how the first episode ends. He literally walks into her saying, make me your bitch. Turns out she has like a slave kink, a pet kink. What? This shit was taking a turn for the worse, but it was hilarious. So, turns out she's not Cinderella. She's just horny. Turns out she does like the main protagonist, but she also has a slave kink. So, onward to Cinderella we go. So, next up on the list was Small Titty Girl. He ends up going on a date with her, fights her against some bad guys at the store, I guess. And then he gets the text. I'm thinking here, well, it can't go that wrong, right? I mean, worst that can happen, she'll have another kink, right?
お仕置きです。ゆいかの脱ぎたてパンツ、そんなに嬉しいですか？あー、素敵です先輩。こんな小さい女の子に押し倒されてパンツを加えさせられて、そんな先輩を見てるだけでゆいかはとってもゾクゾクしちゃいます。
パンツを加えたまま死ぬのは嫌だな。
What the fuck is going on in this show? I'm actually at a loss for words, dude. Like, when I saw this shit, I was just like, what the fuck? Out of my fucking head, dude. So, obviously, she's not Cinderella either. Turns out, she has a master kink. Quite the opposite of the slave kink girl. Turns out they've actually been in an argument for quite a while now. Which means there's only one girl left, because it's red-haired girl. And I'm out of my fucking mind, because at this rate, it's not looking like she's gonna have a regular personality. Did I mention this is only episode 2? We have 10 more episodes to go. After this poor man gets out of infirmary, he decides to go back to school the next day. And the thing he finds in his locker is a pair of bras. Nice. And after that, he finds a blackmail. Yay! And then this man has to go receive the forbidden treasure, which I cannot show on YouTube. So you'll get this scene and you can figure out what happened. So I think you're starting to get the premise of this show, right? So we're gonna start speedrunning this a bit, because I don't want to give away too much. But yes, we go to the red hair girl. Turns out she has a kink as well, so she's not Cinderella either. And now, I'm looking at my 3 fingers here, and I'm just like, well, that's 3 out of 3. There's a 4th option, but nah, it's not an option. So I'm praying to the Lord, so there is another girl. And luckily, there is. A lolly! Yay! But she likes his best friend instead. Let's go, baby! Also, I'm gonna leave the entire lolly episodes to you guys, because I think you guys will enjoy that. Well, together, the main protagonist and the lolly, they team up to find his Cinderella. So, they narrow it down to the vice president, which likes smelling balls. She likes smelling balls. She's got a stinking. Yay. Yay. Meanwhile, the protagonist is groping small titty girl and getting a sex offender charge. And also meanwhile, my favorite episode is happening, where he looks back to his past with his grandfather, and he remembers how Big Titty Sensei has a dog kink. Remember that? So he's like, how do I calm down a mutt? His grandpa, looking back, I'll just show you. Dude, this shit actually killed me, bro. This gotta be the funniest shit in the whole anime. This shit had me rolling, bro. Oh my god. It was so fucking funny. There are a ton of funny moments like this that happen throughout, and a few episodes after this as well, because these are just all the girls pretty much. There's no one else really. So one of these girls have to be Cinderella. You know, we have the beach episode, we have the come over to your house episode. You know, everything a harem should have. And at the end of the day, who was Cinderella? Well, here's your spoiler warning. Cinderella is his sister. It was his sister. It is his sister. Yeah, it's his sister. Oh, but wait, guys, she was adopted. Oh, you ever realized they're in the same grade? Bro, she's adopted. Oh no. Yeah, it was his sister. It was so fucking disappointing. This definitely brought the anime down so many points. I thought it was just like, finally, an anime that doesn't have the protagonist fuck his sister. But no. Oh yeah, she also has a kink. She doesn't like wearing underwear. That's her kink. She's an exhibitionist, I believe. So, yeah, every girl in this anime has a kink. Except, well, no, even the lolly kinda has a kink. Now, would I recommend this anime? Sorta. I mean, if you watch a bunch of harems, sure, it's gonna be your regular cup of tea. It's like a 7 out of 10. It's pretty average, pretty funny. I didn't go over a lot of things that were in the anime. and I think some episodes are really funny. Like there's a pool episode that I really think you should watch. There's a bunch of funny stuff in there that I didn't go over because I didn't want to spoil you with everything. I know this show's about me watching an anime, so you don't have to, but if you do want to watch it, and I recommend you do give it a chance if you're into harems and stuff, it's pretty funny and you'll enjoy it for what it is. But Broc, I don't really want to watch this anime because I like harems, but this doesn't seem like my type of harem. Okay, well, here are my friends who also watched this anime and gave some recommendations on what they think it's better. So here you go. Second here, I got questions for you guys. I got some questions. Alright. So I want to start off very simple. I guess we can start with this one. How big are your cocks? Just general question.
Classified information.
Classified.
Bigger than your YouTube channel.
Damn.
27 inches? 28 inches?
Exactly.
Oh my god, bro. You guys seen Hensuki, correct?
Yes, sir.
Why would you watch that on your own accord? That's some sus behavior.
Listen, bro. When
you get into
When
the
you
harem, when you get into the harems, you get lost in the harems.
You get lost.
when you start watching too much anime, almost anything's good. So you start watching whatever the hell piques your interest at that point.
Either that or you keep playing next as soon as the show ends.
It's the cycle of a weeb, you would say. Where you get to a point where everything is just
Avid
good for some
anime
reason.
watcher.
Okay. Well, what would you give it out of 10?
A 7.
A
Maybe
7?
a 6.
Maybe a
I'll
6.
give it a 6.
Okay. How did you guys feel about that ending?
Oh, I saw
I
it
saw
coming
it
a
coming.
mile away.
Yeah. Once you watch too many, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like okay, there was 4 people. 3 people can't be it. There's only one option left, and I
Only
don't
one
like that
option
one.
left, yeah.
I
there
think
was
the
one-
yaoi artist was better though.
You
The
think
yaoi
so?
artist was probably like
Yeah.
actual best girl, but in terms of like my favorite girl, it was probably the vice president.
You know who's the best girl? His best friend that was a lolicon. That shit had me crying, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Do you guys know why I decided to watch this anime?
Because we told you to.
Because you wanted content.
Well, Xavier, you don't gotta call me out like that, but yes, but also
Because you're running out of ideas.
I am running out of ideas, and there's only episode
You've just
6.
only begun.
Yeah.
You know
Instead
what,
of-
Ray?
Yeah.
Ray, I'm going to make a request right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna make you watch a shitty anime.
Okay. Okay.
You're gonna watch King's Game dubbed.
No, no,
You're gonna watch
no, we don't
King's
talk about
Game
that. We don't
dubbed.
talk
King's Gate. I'll write it down, bro. You know
King's
what?
Game,
What?
But you gotta watch it dubbed. It's not the same sub. You gotta watch it
Okay.
dubbed.
Dub. Instead of this anime, what would you recommend in the same genre? Not a King's Game, like Hensuki.
Redo it. Nah.
No, God.
This is a different genre.
My first girlfriend is a gal.
Yeah, I would recommend that. But you gotta watch it dubbed.
It's a great dub.
It's a great dub.
I've seen
great
it dub
dub.
and sub. It's good either way.
For me, I would probably recommend. I guess Rent's a Girlfriend, but I feel it's the same genre.
Basic.
Rent a
It's
Girlfriend's
good.
not edgy.
Fine,
bro.
okay. Then I watch like
It's
like,
good, but I mean,
It's good, but it's not edgy.
I forgot which one is it called. Why Can't We Just Be Friends? That one. I really like that one. That was really fun. I'll probably recommend that one. So to end things off, if you ask me, would you recommend this to me? I'm an average anime watcher. No! Help!